And let's get those calls rolling, Arnie. Who's got the best hair in Major League Baseball? It's got to be me in fantasy baseball. Thanks for letting me on.
Yeah, hey, it's great to hear from you. Thank you, Legend, for calling, and thanks for the network. Hey, guys, there's the example. It's been set. The bar is high. First caller of the day, the Legend, Lenny Melnick. Best hair in baseball, I mean, it's got to be Bryce Harper. Or at least the most hair in baseball might be Yuli Gurriel. But I think Harper gets the best hair award. Yuli Gurriel gets the most hair award. I've never seen more hair under a baseball helmet than Yuli Gurriel of the Houston Astros. Okay, so enough of that. Need more callers? I got another one on the phone. I know this is a Baltimore Oriole guru. Good morning, caller.
This is the Youngbloods here in Baltimore, Maryland. You heard you talking about the Orioles.
Yeah, the Youngbloods in Baltimore, Maryland. And I was talking about Mont Castle. You guys being in Baltimore, tell me a little bit about Mont Castle and let the listeners and chat roomers hear what's going on with him.
They're saying they're going to give him about a month in AAA, and then they're going to call him up. Problem is he doesn't play a position in the field that well.
Wow. You know, I heard Lenny say this morning, I think it was 34 spring training at bats. I think that's the right number. And no walks. So I guess you're not looking for a lot of on-base percentage, but the kid, he can sting the ball, can he?
Yeah. I mean, he was the international MVP last year, so let's see what he does in the field, though. That's the problem. I'm liking more in fantasy, though. I'm liking more from the Orioles. If there's one Oriole player to pick up, I would think it would be Austin Hayes. I think there's just a lot of potential there.
Now, he played some last year at the major league level. He's got a little bit of everything going on. I guess they're talking about him at a corner in outfield position. Is that what you're hearing, Mark?
No, actually, I think they're talking about him playing in center field.
Awesome.
It looks like he probably has that locked up.
Awesome. So is that the talk in Baltimore? He's going to be starting the year in center field then?
Yep, that's what the talk is here on all the sports radios.
Cool. So that is a fantasy player we don't ever talk about is Austin Hayes. The thing is, the Orioles, they're going to score some runs. And wins don't matter with offensive players. All that matters are stats. And so, I mean, Hayes hits a little, runs a little. I think that's a great potential sleeper play. We talk about sleepers. All the sleepers have been named, but not Austin Hayes, I don't think. So that's a great one.
Yeah, they're still going to score runs, and you got to look at Nunez's stats from last year, too. I mean, he's another guy that's going to give you 25, 30 home runs, and you can get him real late in a draft.
Awesome. How about, what's the word on Mancini? Any update? I know he had his surgery. From what I'm reading, everything looks like it's going well, but is there any news reports in Baltimore about when we may hear or see Mancini this year?
I think, the step back for Major League Baseball with the coronavirus and everything, I think that'll help them recover a little bit better, but I just don't see him starting opening day.
Have you that we didn't know anything about it. He came out on Twitter and said he was having some non-related baseball surgery.
Yeah, basically from what they were saying on here, it was just caught in his beginning of the year. His beginning of the year physical. They caught it in a simple test.
Yeah.
So hopefully they caught this early, and Trey can get back on the field.
Well, everything I read about him, he's a great kid, and the Orioles are really counting on him to be their cornerstone. And so hopefully he gets back quicker, and my prayers have been with him, and I just hope that everything goes well there. One more player I want to ask you about, Diaz, the rookie, talking about him breaking camp possibly with the Orioles, Mark. Anything about that?
I don't see that. I think he's going to they'll probably start in Norfolk. Again, just like Mount Castle, again, not a guy that walks a lot, pretty much of a free swinger, but he's a raw talent. He's a raw talent. So I don't see him breaking camp, but I do foresee him in one of those corner spots at some point in the year. I could see their outfield being Diaz, Santander, and Hayes for a good portion of the year.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, thank you for calling in this morning, Mark. It's good talking to you. And as soon as we find out about the season, You know where I'm headed. I'm headed your way to see that catcher you got, Andy Rossman. Can't wait to see him.
That sounds good. We'll keep in touch. Keep doing these call-ins. We enjoy it.
Hey, thank you for calling. Good to talk to you. Have a good one, Mark. And that's Mark from Baltimore. We've talked to Mark from Baltimore. We've talked to Lenny from Long Island. We've talked about the Orioles. You don't find many call-in or otherwise fantasy shows where you cover the Orioles like we just did. And the thing I like about digging deep is we've got time to do it. And the Orioles, sure, they're going to finish last in the East this year. But it looks like with the young talent that they are putting together, they're doing it the right way. I remember teams like the Kansas City Royals. I remember teams like the Houston Astros who were losing 100 games a year, and before you knew it, they were in a World Series. And that's where Baltimore is hoping to